I was standing at the McDonald's counter, waiting to order a small portion of fries, and the cashier looked at me as though I had insulted his family. Are you sure you want small? He asked again, with the intonation of someone watching me about to make the mistake of a lifetime. I did not know that ordering fries was a mortal choice. But it turned out every menu is built so that you feel exactly that way, and I will prove it with numbers in hand. According to various independent estimates, the real production cost of one portion of fries is somewhere around 30 to 50 cents at most. Potato processing, oil, packaging, all together. Now look at the price. A small fries costs around $2.50 to $3, a medium's already nearly 4, and the large goes up to 5, meaning the cost price is less than half a dollar and the price is 10 times higher. But the most interesting part is not that. The price difference between a medium and a large portion is often literally 20 to 30 cents, even though the large physically contain 1.5 to 2 times more fries. This is not an accident. This is deliberate. They make the small and medium portion look like bad value, so that you yourself voluntarily feeling like a smart shopper. Pay those extra 20 cents and take the large. Next, it gets even more interesting. There's a thing called the decoy effect, and it was not invented by McDonald's. But McDonald's used it masterfully. You offer 3 sizes, and the medium size is deliberately set so that it costs almost as much as the large, but of noticeably smaller volume. Your brain sees this comparison and says, the large is clearly better value, and you take the large, even if you originally had no plans to order a large anything. The same thing happened with combo meals. A burger, fries, and drinks separately cost more than the combo, so the combo looked like a gift, like someone looking out for you. But the combo almost always including a medium or large size burger and drink by default. And to get the small size, you psychologically have to sort of give up part of the good deal you were just shown. Meaning nobody is forcing you. They simply put you in a situation where refusing the large size feels like refusing a gift. And now the most wild part. And this is where journalists started having problem with logic. The placement of dishes on a menu is not design. It's a science. And here's a name in engineering. Every item on a menu is classified according to 2 parameters. How popular it is and how profitable it is. And most profitable items, not necessarily the tastiest or the ones you actually need, are deliberately placed in the zone where your eye falls first. Usually the upper right corner or the center. It has also long been observed in the restaurant industry that if you place one very expensive dish next to a cheap one, the cheap one suddenly starts to seem like a reasonable purchase, even though on its own it may be overpriced. At McDonald's, the same thing happened with large combo meals and family sets. They are not so much to actually be bought frequently, but rather so that an ordinary single burger look modest and sensible by comparison. Even the absence of a currency symbol next to the price is not an aesthetic choice. Research shows that without the currency symbol, you spend more on average, because the brain associates the number less with an actual loss of money. Your brain is not a supercomputer you like to think it is, but a tried security guard at the entrance, who does not analyze but simply compares what he sees with what he saw a second ago. Place a medium and large size to next to each other at almost the same price, and the guard will not even ask whether you need that size at all. He will simply see less food here for almost the same money, and deliver the verdict, take the large. This is the decoy effect, an option nobody is supposed to use, but which exists specifically to make the other option look reasonable. The same thing applies to expensive items at the top of the menu. They are placed there not because they are frequently ordered, but to set the wrong reference point from the very start. One figure seen first recalls the perception of all the ones that follow. And suddenly, an ordinary burger looks like a modest neighbor, and the design, color, layout, the absence of a currency symbol is simply decoration around the centric to make the decision feel personal and quick. You are simply being guided carefully. along a corridor where all the doors are slightly less convenient, except one, and you are sincerely convinced that you choose it yourself.